Welcome to my Get to Know You video, COVID edition. And why COVID edition? Well, this is a video I do at the beginning of every semester, and I have been just updating it with the same old stuff without really giving much consideration to what's going on in the outside world, not only in mine, but in yours as well. So I do want to just address that a little bit toward the end of this video. But first, who am I? My name is Michelle Kanan, and I teach, for the most part, accounting classes and some business classes. When I'm not teaching, I am practicing law, and I am here in my law office. My practice areas are bankruptcy, criminal defense, and tax. I have not seen the inside of a courtroom since the beginning of COVID, and I certainly never thought I would miss that as much as I do. I have, like many of you, been homeschooling kids. I have a high schooler, and I will be continuing to refresh myself on high school chemistry this semester. So if any of you are chemistry whizzes, please reach out. I could use a brief tutorial on that. I have a college student whose journey toward graduation continues to, I guess, change almost in real time, depending on the numbers on her campus. And so we continue to hope that she will stay on track toward graduation. So fortunately, she's academically self-sufficient, but the disruption in her educational situation on campus has been something that has required a reasonable amount of attention from her father and I as we try and support her through this. I have an older son who is out of college, fortunately, and I am married, as I made reference to. My husband is a judge, and his health and safety as he leaves for work every day is something that I think about constantly as he's in the public and dealing with lots of people all day long. And so I just hope that there will be a vaccine soon. So what is my new normal? As I mentioned, going to court had been a big part of my life until last spring. And I miss interacting with colleagues. I think I didn't probably realize until I didn't have it anymore the extent to which my professional development has been tied to those informal relationships with colleagues, running into people in the hallway saying, oh, hey, I got a great decision on a case, or what's going on with your case, and being able to just talk through those things informally. Certainly I can reach out through Zoom or email, but doing it casually just seemed so much more efficient, and without that I really miss the dialogue that goes on with arguing pros and cons of a particular course of action that might be available in a case. As I mentioned, homeschooling and really not leaving my house. Aside from coming up to my office, I don't go meet with friends. I have not, we almost never eat inside at a restaurant anymore. I can certainly count on one hand the number of times we have been to a restaurant even since COVID. So we have been basically hibernating, and while Zoom has been great, it really doesn't take the place of the in-person interaction that I have with friends and colleagues. And it all might sound like I'm like really complaining, but the reality is, and I remind my kids every day of how incredibly fortunate that we are, that we can ride all of this out without having to be on the front lines. No one in my household is a healthcare worker. Nobody works on the front lines in terms of, a grocery store or anything like that. So I certainly, my hat's off to those who are putting themselves in that position every day. So it makes my sacrifices seem incredibly trivial compared to what folks who are serving us in essential roles are doing every day. And thank you if that finds you in that role. So that's really about it for the Get to Know You video on my end. I look forward to interacting with you all during the semester and watching your Get to Know You videos as well.